Hi guys, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. I thought we'd take a quick look around the garden today as I get it ready for a family barbecue that we're having this weekend. Now the borders look much fuller than they normally would because I've had to put some of the plants that are potted into the borders to make some space for our guests. But yeah, let's have a quick look around. Hi baby. My favorite hydrangeas got some heat stress going on, but considering all the sun it's had this year, um, still looking pretty good. She's done a bit of flopping, but I still love it. I love that faded, aged, romantic look. The salvia has gotten much bigger than I thought it would, but it's beautiful. Now the Generous Gardener roses, this is first year growth, guys. Just look at all of that. I've been bending the canes as we go into somewhat of an S shape. Now I have a lot of hydrangeas, but they're also interesting and different. This is a new one here. This is Living Infinity. Um, and you can see that the blooms are quite striking on this hydrangea. Now I think once it starts to mature and get older in this bed, that more florets will open on each bloom. But even with the small amount that have opened this year, you can see that it is still very interesting. It's got the lovely dark leaves. And then this one over here, this is called Living Little Rosie. Now it hasn't started to go really red yet, but this is supposed to get really red by the end of the season, and it stays very small. And the pink Annabelles, they've started to get their autumn color already. That's the thing with hydrangeas, that even when the blooms go over, I think they still look gorgeous. Like they start going this green color, but they've still been shooting out some new flower heads at the same time. So really beautiful plant. Oh, this is a Sarah Raven. I think that's a Sarah. I think this is the Sarah Raven dahlia. Or maybe it's this one. It looks very similar, but it's not the same one. Yeah, it's the same one, but this is a little bit of an older bloom. The Sarah Raven dahlia, just beautiful. With the Annabelles in the back there. As you can see, the older blooms are that lime greeny color. Got some going with a little bit of brown here. That means they're getting too much sun or not enough water. And then the new blooms come out the white. And this is my Claire Austin, which she hasn't been doing great because it's not getting as much sun as it needs, but it's trying. But I think I will move it in the autumn. But it has been trying. She shot out a couple of blooms, and as you can see, she's got a couple of buds here. You can see Same thing with these. They've got that aged look. This is the one that's been a little bit more shaded under these leaves. It's much brighter pink, but I still really love the aged look of them. I mean, if they stay like that, I'll leave them on through the end of the year. The Choco Chic, my gorgeous, gorgeous Japanese maple, which was absolutely destroyed at the beginning of the year. And it's leafed out. All of these are fresh leaves, so I'm just so happy with it. I think it will do really well next year, because as you can see down here, all the leaves were like this in June, and so all of these beautiful leaves it's total new growth. The thing I like with the fact that I've put all of the potted plants that have been dotted around for sale and for growing on shows you how the border looks with it being full, and I really love that. So once everything starts maturing, it will more have this effect without the extra plants. And those Nepeta, the catmint here, they were cut back about 5 weeks ago, and that's all new growth. So it's a very vigorous grower. Now I'm loving the salvia here, that pop of red. There's Salvia Royal Bumble, really lovely. They're going to be planted in the ground in the autumn. I've got a Lady of Shalott here. She's not doing anything at the moment, but she's been vigorous this year. And here, this rose, this is a Kiss Me Kate rose by Cordes. And Cordes roses, from what I can gather, are notorious for blooming a little bit later in the season than the David Austin roses. And that one has been doing that. We've got the alliums is just starting to open up. Which look really lovely, I think, with that bee balm back there. Lovely. Yeah, the Bliss Parfumer. She needs a little bit of deadheading. But we've got some lovely, lovely buds happening here. Hopefully they'll be open on the weekend. That'll be really beautiful for our guests to enjoy them. This is Little Lime Punch hydrangea. This is a new one, Little Lime Punch. So it's not in the ground yet, it's still in the pot. But you can see it's so super sturdy, you know, and that's pot grown. This is in the pot. So the leaves are a little bit more yellow than possibly they will be when they get into the ground. Oh, Geranium Roseanne doing her thing. Very vigorous, really beautiful. Fruity Parfumer. Now there's two of them planted here. Fruity Parfumer. What I love is the leaves, when it starts flushing out new growth and they, you know, they come out with this red. And then look at the buds. The buds are so red. Look at it to my nail polish. Very red. But then we end up with this. The Surrey Rose, this thing has just been in bloom consistently since it started in, I believe, like in the end of June. There's just always been something on it. It started blooming from the bottom and then it's flushed up. Hopefully we get another flush down towards the bottom by the end of the season. And here there's a Silver Dollar hydrangea. This is Silver Dollar. The blooms are much smaller than they were last year. but I kind of like it. I kind of like it. That is the phantom in the background here, phantom hydrangea. And these beauties, this is the new hydrangea paniculata groundbreakers. And you can see they're already started to colour up, but they don't get much bigger than this, so they're really perfect for the front of a border. And there's 3 of them planted here. The one in the middle is being a bit shy with her blooms, but there is something happening. And this is the strawberry vanilla. As you can see, where it gets the sun, it gets much more colouring than the other side that's not getting the direct sun. Hence the strawberry vanilla name. They're lovely. I think it gets a bit too much sun actually in this border. This rose is just gorgeous, isn't it? This is sweet honey. Sweet honey rose. Now, as for the dahlias, I don't know the names of these ones, but they are doing really well. You have to just keep deadheading them. I don't remember planting this one last year. Like a sunset orangey type of colour. I definitely did plant this pink one, and I moved it because it was on the other side, but that's doing really well too. And this fabulous thing back here, let's have a look. Look at them. And they're going slightly over. It's just that I've not had the heart to cut these blooms off, but you can see they're quite substantial. I think maybe. Beautiful. And back there, you can see that's the Polish star clematis there, in that deep purple. There we go. The verbena, they obviously love it in this bed. They've grown so tall, and I am hoping that it reseeds itself. You can see it's just like clusters of these tiny flowers. Like they look like a ball from far away, but as you can see close up, they're just clusters of tiny little flowers. Beautiful. And then you have this other mammoth dahlia, which I have no idea what kind of variety it is. I think I bought these from B&M, which was not the picture on the packet, but it's, you know, it's okay. I'm not really in love with this one as much as the others, but it looks all right. The echinaceas are still doing really well. Oh, this one's broken. The ajuga. This ajuga, look at the color of the leaves. Absolutely gorgeous. I'll have to put the type down. I'll put it on the screen for you because I can't remember the name of this one at the moment. Yeah, really gorgeous. I love that packed full border look, so I'm so excited. Let's take a look. Let's step back and see. Even the grass is looking okay. looking better. But I'm really happy with this border. It's come such a long way. It's hard to believe that it's only like basically 18 months old, you know? So things have a long way to go before they start being quote unquote mature plants. But it's already made such a big difference. Beautiful. Oh, these Nemesia, these are the vanilla kind. So they actually smell like vanilla, like you're sitting in the garden. It's like, what's that smell? If it's not the roses, it's not focusing on that. If it's not the roses, and it's not the jasmine, and it's not the gardenia, it's going to be these. The vanilla Nemesia. That does not want to focus right now. There we go. The vanilla Nemesia. Beautiful. I've got some nice zinnias here. They're going a bit over, they need to be deadheaded. This is how, when they're looking at their best. And these are the cherry chocolate cosmos. They're perennials, which normally cosmos is an annual plant, but these are a perennial. And look at this, guys. We have the promise of lemons. There are so many lemons on this tree. I don't know if you can see that, but this tree is actually packed with lemons. There's at least 10 good sized lemons going on here. Really, really happy with that. It's obviously enjoying the care that it's being given. This iceberg is gearing up to give us another little floret. I've cut it all the way back. It was getting some black spot where you can still see a little bit. Here, I'm gonna have to come through here again, but it was really bad down in the plant area. So I came through and defoliated it, but I think I'm gonna have to come back in again. But the plant's doing really well. This is my Olivia Austin, which is a really pretty rose, but of all the roses that I've got this year, it's not my favorite. The color, the fragrance, I mean, it's okay, but the competition's stiff, shall we say. That's a pretty one. That little button, gorgeous. But yeah, the competition's stiff, and I haven't been wowed by Olivia this year. I have been wowed by my Gabriel Oak, which is taking a rest right now. But I do love this rose. Do love Gabriel Oak. And this is Bosco Bell. I do really enjoy Bosco Bell too. I love the shape of these flowers, like a little cupped shape. Gorgeous. Now, as soon as you come through this gate, the first thing you can smell are the gardenia. Absolutely stunning, and I just adore it. Absolutely adore it. Starting to learn how to look after them a little bit better, and I've been getting blooms consistently from this one, and the smell is out of this world. This is my Daphne Adora Marginata. I don't know about this one yet. Guys, I don't know. I mean, I know I'm not supposed to be getting any blooms yet. Obviously, it's a winter flowering shrub. but I still see that I'm losing some leaves here and there, which is stressing me out a bit. So if you've got any advice on how to look after a Daphne, what am I doing wrong, please comment below, let me know. We've got some more begonias here. Stunning. Look at this. Look at that beauty. Gorgeous. So these are the strawberry vanillas. Obviously, they're not getting the right mix that they want because the flowers are going brown rather than going pink, which is not what I want. Like, you remember that one in the that's planted in the ground is actually going pink where the sun's hitting it, and these are not. They're just gone from their white and they're going this brown, which is not good. The portulaca, this plant right here, this is gorgeous. Absolutely loving this portulaca. Now we're looking at it at the wrong time of the day because they don't open until they get that direct sunshine. So at this time of the evening, we're not going to see anything from them. And is that a spider on there? Yeah, it is. But that's this is my Leonardo da Vinci. One of my favorites. And the Laguna Rose, it's already making good progress. I think I'm going to have to get another one of these trellises placed here. What do you think? I think 3 balances it out. If I there's the window, and put another trellis right here. Yeah, we've got it all going on here in this garden. This is my woodland edge kind of a bed. And I really love the flowers of this hosta. Now they're not open, but when it's open, it's quite different than the other hosta flowers that I've got. So I think I'll let this one flower. I usually cut the heads off. This climbing hydrangea doing really well. You can see here it's attached itself to this trunk, and I'm trying to train it up the other trunks. There's one going back there. So yeah, I mean, I know they take a long time to get started. I mean, I've heard that you won't get blooms for, could be 5 years. So we may not have any blooms for 5 years off of the climbing hydrangea. But anyway, as we move through to the front, we have cleared up a little bit. Oh, this bag must have just blown in on the wind. That's what happens in a city garden. This is my Danahue. It's been blooming its little socks off the last few weeks. Taking a break right now. I've got a Camellia japonica budding up nicely. This is Madame Alfred Carrière. I feel like it's got a bit of it's got a mildewy look to it. the Macmillan nurse. Look at this cluster. Lovely. And I don't know if I showed you this bloom. This is the Tara cursifolia hydrangea. We've got one bloom from it this year. And I've had to stake it up because we had a storm and the poor thing, the bloom's so heavy, it just kind of laid down. But the leaves and the growth, I'm very impressed with. And see, this is what I was talking to you about, the different types of hydrangeas. Like, look, right here, if we just turn around, we've got this kind. This is a paniculata. But look at the blooms here. Then we go into the oak leaf. Look at that type of bloom. And of course, we've got the macrophylla, or the big leaf hydrangea. And then right here we have classic Annabelle. That starts off like that white there and ages to this green. Huge, massive heads of flowers. Beautiful. And then right next door we've got Runaway Bride, which they're calling a cascading hydrangea. All really, really different. So you see, you can't really have too many hydrangeas. You can't. That's what I keep telling myself anyway. Look. Oh. I just see a huge snail on my begonia. That's going to have to be dealt with. Anyway, look at these flowers, these blooms. How gorgeous are they? They're so bright. I don't even know if the camera's doing it justice. Can you see that? Just that shot of colour is just stunning. But their habit is, you know, they keep the leaves are on top and the flowers draped from underneath. I think it's gorgeous. The jasmines, they're doing really well. Look at how far up that's reached. You know, that's quite far in one season. So they were 2-litre pots planted here. So I'm really happy with that growth. Yeah, I'm just so over the moon as to how this garden's developed, how it's growing, how it's going. You know, everything that it gives to me and everything that it gives to us. We spend so much more time outside because it's just a much more pleasant place to be. Oh, this is a storage bench that I'm going to make up, put together in the next day or so. So I'll come back and show you what that looks like. But yeah, as you can see, it's just pleasant. Just feel very chilled and calm. And I think it's total reflection of the chilled and calm space that I've created. Happy with it. And this hydrangea seems to like its space here. No more burning leaves. You can see the variegation on it. This is gorgeous, isn't it? Look at that. You can see the pink variegation, the pink tinge on it. Absolutely lovely. Right, I think I will leave you today. Oh, these begonias. Let's give you that shot. There you go. Isn't that beautiful? So anyway, guys, thank you for taking that short walk around the yard with me. And I'll be back later this week as we prepare for my baby girl's 13th birthday. All right, stay blessed, stay bliss. Take care. Bye-bye.